We've all had those days as creators. You start your morning mindlessly going through social media, doom scrolling away on your phone, and promising yourself that you're going to get started on that video script or edit soon. Eventually, you get up to grab a coffee and spend the next 15 minutes with your head in the fridge trying to work out what you should have for breakfast. And when you do finally sit down on your computer, hoping the creative juices will flow, you see nothing but a blank screen staring back at you in silent judgment. So in a desperate attempt to find ideas, you come across the ChatGPT, and after wasting another 30 minutes on generic, soulless, or even factually incorrect scripts, you decide that you're probably not in the mood to be creative today, or push it to one side thinking that you'll pick it up later, filling your time with less important but easier tasks that give you that dopamine hit you've been so badly needing. And so, instead of being productive, you end up back on social media, pretending to do research or watching YouTube videos on how to create better videos. Or even worse, you end up on the sofa watching Netflix, thinking that you'll pick things up tomorrow when you feel more rested. Basically, you do everything except the thing that you should be doing as a YouTube creator, which, in case you didn't realize, was actually creating videos. By the end of the day, you didn't film, edit, brainstorm, or create any new content, which makes you feel depressed, so you decide to do something about it and watch videos on how to be more productive. Downloading recommended apps, countdown timers, or creating spreadsheets to make sure that you can plan out your next day. Literally still not doing the very thing that you should be doing. But it does make you feel more optimistic about doing the thing tomorrow. It's classic wheel spinning, and we all do it. But what would it look like if you stayed on task with a single focus and remained consistent? What if you took daily action towards building your channel and not getting distracted on unimportant tasks? Imagine this. You wake up ready to create. You don't need to force yourself out of bed because you're excited to get up. You start your day with clarity and focus. You sit down in front of your camera, your script is prepped from the night before, and you just start recording. No distractions and no excuses, just you and your passion for creating. Your to-do list is clear apart from just a few items that align with your daily goals. Number 1, record the video. Number 2, edit the video. Number 3, write the description. Number 4, upload the video. Number 5, prep an idea and thumbnail for the next video. Number 6, engage with your audience. And then that's it. You cross off each task and the feeling of accomplishment starts to build. By the end of the day, you've made progress. You're closer to hitting your upload schedule, and your channel's growth feels within reach. You even now have a content buffer so you can take a week or two off if you need it. And that progress and momentum feels amazing. So what's the difference between those 2 days? It all comes down to self-discipline, yes, but mainly about single focus. You want to remove friction, create better habits, and working flow. As creators or anyone working from home, it's easy to procrastinate as we work alone. It's like doing exercise. Self-motivating is difficult when training from home, but going to a gym where there's a personal trainer ready to kick your ass makes it easier to do the work. Well, maybe not easier, but it's easier to get results. To be successful on YouTube, you need to be that personal trainer. That means that you need to do the work even when you don't want to. The YouTubers that you look up to and respect are the ones that do the work when no one is looking. They have self-motivated themselves to take consistent action that compounds over time to big wins. They make sure that they put in the hours, and not just when they feel inspired, but especially when they don't. Now, there are ways to make this easier, so here are a few of the tips that helped me personally stop procrastinating, stay focused, and keep my YouTube channel growing. The first is you want to plan out your content and have some form of workflow. Creating a video without a clear plan is going to be much faster, and for some people this will work, especially if you're an expert who can think clearly and quickly on a particular topic. However, for most of us, it just leads to waffling and dragging your videos out even longer and not really knowing what actually worked. If a video pops off, it could just be dumb luck. Plus, when you're tired and don't want to record, it's much easier to just read a script, or at least follow bullet points. Good videos follow structures, and I used to think that just smashing out volumes of unprepared content was me being productive and making a good use of my time. And maybe when starting a channel or changing niche, it is. But for the most part, you just end up producing tons of crappy videos that no one wants to watch. And if you don't follow a plan or script, then you end up spending much more time on editing. So do you really save any time in the end? So I always make sure that my days and weeks are well planned. I use a simple to-do list, prioritize my most important tasks, content, and then break them down into steps that helps push my channel forward. I make sure to have fixed amounts of time each day for the core tasks, normally in the morning when I'm most fresh, which is the best time as a creator. It goes something like this. I have everything ready the night before if I'm recording so that I can literally just come in and press play. Then once recorded, I make sure to do at least a rough edit. I do 3 solid hours of content creation work, be it recording, writing, or editing. Then I spend an hour or two researching new topics for video ideas and thumbnails, and I even create the thumbnail if I have time. And then after that, I focus on engagement and tasks that require less creative work. But the 3 hours of content creation work are non-negotiable. I always make sure I do these, even if I don't do anything else. Tip number 2 is to remove all friction and distractions that may hinder progress or eat into your time. And as creators online, we've got plenty: social media, emails, messages, and the latest YouTube videos from our favorite creators. But if you want to get serious about creating regular content, then you need to produce more than you consume. The best way to do this is to simplify what you do and to block out time. Close your social media tabs, silence your phone, and get rid of anything or anyone pulling at your time for that work. If you want to upload, say, 2 videos per week, then 80% of your time should be given to making those videos. And you want to be realistic with what you can do with that time. You're not going to be able to create a Mr. Beast level video in 10 hours. But deep focus with your time is where the magic happens, sometimes referred to as the flow state. It's where you have the freedom and focus to get lost in the work. It's where tasks get completed in a fraction of the time. 3 hours of flow state per day can be better than 10 hours of being busy at your desk. The third point is just to start. Stop overthinking. Doing the thing is still doing the thing. Stretching at the gym is still doing the thing, and it may lead to bigger things, such as doing a proper workout. YouTube is the same. Remove the perfectionism. You'll learn much more by doing the thing than you will about thinking about the thing. Just press record and see what happens. Mark Manson calls it the just do something principle, meaning motivation doesn't come from action, it comes with the action. You don't need to feel ready to start. I like to aim for an 80% doing and a 20% thinking workflow. So just hit record, start writing a rough script, jot down some bullet points, or just take the first step and the rest will come. Tip number 4 is to create a simple set of daily habits around one simple weekly goal. Big goals are good for overall direction, but the results come from small daily actions that compound over time. Bite-sized, repeatable actions are what make you productive. If you're always doing or learning something new, it will just slow you down. Better to just learn on the job. And remember, you have full control over this. You can make it fun and easy. Work for 3 hours and reward yourself, then do another 2 hours and reward yourself again, and then do the remaining work while watching Netflix. All of this is under your control. It doesn't have to be just pain and pressure. So the next time you feel the urge to procrastinate, remember the creators who succeed are the ones who find ways to take daily, consistent action, even when they don't feel like it. Now go and create that video or write that script, and I'll see you in the next one.